Hi, my name is Kat, and I am on a weight loss journey. I am halfway through, I think. I've lost 75 pounds so far, hoping to lose another 75, but we'll see. I'm on a GLP medication. I'm on the second one. The first one that I was on had too many side effects. I couldn't get up to a therapeutic dose, at least in Canada, that would actually work for me. So I switched when another became available, all the way up to the highest dose. And I have been on the second one since March. And I've been on a therapeutic dose of that since the end of June. Nope, that's a total lie. Since May. And that is also when I started therapeutically fasting again. I did therapeutically fast in 2022, and I did manage to take off about 40 pounds. In 2023, a stretch of antidepressants actually caused me to put back on about 25. So discontinued those, clearly, for obvious reasons. And I started GLP-1, prescribed from my doctor. So by therapeutically fasting, I mean 36 hours or more. Clean fasting, just black coffee, green tea, absolutely no other flavors, no sweet, no artificial, nothing. Just water, black coffee, and green tea for however many hours I'm doing at that particular time. So for example, this week I'm doing 2 48-hour fasts. And I'm actually finally getting some results. When I started doing alternate daily fasting, I fasted about Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and various lengths from 38 to I think 44 is the longest I went. And every other day would be an eating day. All days of eating following a fast are up days. So I make sure I'm eating maintenance level calories. For me, that's about 2,000 to 2,400. And I do front load those eating days with nutrition, and I gradually break my fast. So in the beginning, I was losing about half a pound to maybe just under 2 pounds. I am at an age where weight loss is slow, but at least now it is steady, and I always get results from fasting. Always. Because, of course, I am burning fat at some point towards the end of my fast. The GLP-1 dose that I am on currently, this is Mounjaro at 7.5 milligrams, doesn't take away my hunger. I am not a hyper responder, definitely not at this particular dose, but it does dull food noise and cravings down to a level where I can fast without too much difficulty. And I've been fasting since 2015. Intermittent fasting, I started quite slow, 16/8. This is after previous years of cutting out snacking completely. So I was already used to 3 meals a day. At 16/8, I had 2 meals and maybe a little snack in the middle if I needed to. But I would say that's more my default now. I've been doing probably about 18/6 throughout the entire journey of my GLP-1, even when it really wasn't doing anything. But now the most important thing for me for therapeutic fasting is the healing. The GLP-1 medications do help to heal insulin resistance, and fasting with autophagy definitely does speed up that process. I do want to be sure to take advantage of my GLP medication by fasting therapeutically for as long as necessary. It's not something that's going to be permanent. It will obviously be until I reach a goal at that time, I will switch over to more of a maintenance schedule, like 1 meal a day, for example, in a 19-5 variation. That is a variation that a lot of experienced fasters use. I do listen to Jen Stevens' podcast, Intermittent Fasting Stories, and that is a fasting schedule that she uses in maintenance. A lot of the information I got about fasting is from Dr. Jason Fung. He wrote the Obesity Code, explains in great detail the mechanics of why fasting is beneficial and extremely healing. And healing is, in essence, what I do want to do. But also, as I'm fasting on this medication, I am not only in the moment, day by day, doing this process, but I also have an eye towards maintenance. Any kind of diet in the past that I've done has been sort of, oh, I'll just do this and, to lose weight, it's temporary, and then as soon as I'm done, I can do whatever I want. That doesn't work. I've done the eat less, move more. That doesn't work. Well, except for the moving more and exercising actually damaged my knee to such a degree that I've been needing a crutch for the last 10 years. So losing weight is very much about my mobility. I do muscle building exercises. I'm not overly concerned about muscle loss on this medication. I know how to build muscle, and that's something I'm interested in. I'm certainly not overeating protein in a way that makes me sick just to reach some sort of goal for macros. I take tips from the Glucose Goddess about keeping my blood sugar as regulated as possible and avoiding spikes. It's all about the tips and tricks and little things that I'm picking up along the way. I do search YouTube and other social media platforms looking for stories to try to get new ideas. And I'm very interested in not just solving a weight problem or a mobility problem, but actually making sure that I can live whatever years I have left as enjoyably as possible. I want to be able to enjoy my life, and I want to be able to participate in life and not restrict myself because of weight or mobility. And fasting has been the only thing in all of my years of trying different diets that gives me results every single time. They're not temporary for me, with the exception of medication putting weight back on me. It didn't take long for that to come off again. And a lot of that is, of course, inflammation easily puts weight on and off. And the GLP-1 medication I'm on right now has taken off inflammation to a huge degree. So if I ever make one of these videos again, I will share my journey and the tips and tricks that I've picked up or learned from others and share it here, because I'm sure I'm not alone in scouring the internet looking for as much information as I can. And yeah, I certainly hope that I reach my goal and that I can maintain it, because that's the dream. Bye.